24/7 Sports Director Scouting Adam Finkelstein. I'm here with Darius Acuff. Last time we talked to you, you were in a gym in Detroit announcing your commitment to Arkansas. Since then, I got to be honest, I thought you had an awesome senior season. Tell me about the year.
It's been good. Just had to take a bigger step senior year. Got to be more of a leader. Just impacting winning more this year and trying to continue with the championship next week.
When we look at the totality of the last 2 years, I want to ask you first about your sophomore to your junior year. I hadn't heard your name as a sophomore in high school. I think most people would say that.
Yeah.
And then you burst onto the scene in EYBL and I think led the league in scoring, or were leading?
Not like second, third.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you were leading at one point.
Yeah, no, I was. I think it was after like session 2 or something like that.
What was that process like? Were you expecting that? Did you know it was coming, or was that something that caught up?
Yeah, I kind of knew it was coming, but I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be like a point guard playing up. I was playing up, so it wasn't really my team. But once I seen, like, it was after the first game, I think we had played like, I forgot who we played. I think it was Boogie Flanagan.
Okay.
That was my first EYBL game playing up. I seen after that, I'm like, all right, I see what I got to be for the team. So that whole way, I just, came.
I felt like you made another jump this June, specifically with the USA basketball experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best experiences I ever been through. That was a different type of competition level. Hardest I ever worked.
Yeah.
It was 2 weeks long. Then we had the 16-hour flight. So there was a lot of different things I never done before. So I think that definitely boosted it up for me.
Who were the people that made that? I've heard that people are like, hey, this is what we need from you. This isn't. Yeah. Who were the people who really held you to the highest standard there?
At USA?
Yeah.
Coach Tommy, for sure, head coach. Yeah, he kept talking to me from day one. When guys need, when they need like a push, you got to be there for them. You got to be our alpha, basically. You got to be our alpha. That's what he told me. From that point on, I knew it was on for sure.
And then this year, I mean, I probably saw 4 or 5 games where you just put your team on your back. Yeah. What's the biggest difference in your game this year versus last year, from a bag standpoint?
I'd say I'm more patient, more mature, and not really forcing too much this year. And just like I said, being an alpha, nobody can really stay in front of me, and I know that. So,
talk to me about defense, because that was an area that people used to pick apart on you, and it felt like that started to change in USA basketball too. Yeah. You got the physical tools. Tell me about that.
Just got to take it more serious. If I want to be next level. Got to do next level things. Got to play defense. Coach Man still get on me about that. I had a moment sometimes I still, be a little lazy. But I feel like when I really lock in and play defense, I'm a great
defense. And I think that's the thing that people don't talk about with Arkansas too. Is everybody talks.
Don't play defense. Yeah.
Well, but Cal's, even by the analytics, Cal's always been a great defensive coach.
That's what I be telling people. See, we just played St. John's, the St. John's game.
Yeah,
they supposed to be more defensive team. We kind of did that.
So you ready for that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right.
Sure. That's what I want.
Now, I've been asking everybody the same question. If we are chopping it up a year from now, and maybe it's in Chicago, who knows? Yeah. And I say, Darius, what have you added to your game since we last connected in Brooklyn? What's the answer going to be?
I'll probably say defense.
Defense?
Yeah, and more talking. That's what Coach Cal want me to do.
Be more verbal.
Way more verbal.
All right. Last question. Tell me about playing. Obviously, you got Malik, and then I know college rosters are in flux there, but playing with more firepower on the perimeter than you ever have before, presumably next year at Arkansas.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that different. I feel like I had Trey at AU, so it's not like I ain't never played.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Trey McKinney. Yeah.
Me and him gonna be different in college, in my opinion. We both alpha dogs. We both wanna go get a bucket. We want to win every game, so I feel like it's gonna be way different. Playing with more experienced guys in college too.
Nice.
And who are already used to the system, and just looking to win a national championship.
And of course, people can't see it, but you're pointing at Malik Thomas right off camera there. All right, very cool. Darius Acuff, watching 24/7 Sports.